Hello, my name's Craig Bradley. I'm the Managing Director of Evolution Insights. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about value and what that means to shoppers.
Okay, so what is value? Well, according to the Oxford Dictionary, value is the worth of something compared to the price paid or asked for it. Now, a shopper's assessment of value is simply speaking that the price increases at the same rate as the quality of an item increases. Now, in the vast majority of cases, purchases are made using a shopper's own perception of value in the decision-making process. There's a couple of exceptions to this, and that's where a shop has a particularly high budget, where they may buy the most expensive or best item irrespective of value. And there's also an element of brand equity, which we'll also look at during the presentation. Okay, so this is the simple value diagram. So value is a combination of quality and brand equity plus the price of the product. Quality here is the performance, the taste, the ingredients. So quality can mean lots of different things depending on the category. And so the formula is value equals the quality plus the brand equity plus the inverse of the price. So if the quality and price increase at the same rate, they follow the value line. And we'll look specifically at brand equity a little bit later. So let's have a look at this example. Nice simple example where we've got two products, A and B. Both products are at the same price, and B is perceived to be of better quality, and therefore it fits higher above the value line. And therefore it's a nice easy decision for the shopper to make. It's the same price, it's better value, and therefore B is chosen. What about this one here? So we've got, again, we've got a perception that B is better value than A, but B is more expensive than A. Now here again, because B is higher above the value line, B is the item that would be the most considered. That is, unless somebody has a maximum price in mind. Now they may have a maximum price in mind for the product or for their whole shop. And we can see here that although they perceive the value for B to be better than value for A, it exceeds the maximum price threshold, and therefore anything above where the maximum price crosses the value line is therefore not considered. Therefore A is the most considered product here. Okay, so here we've got A and B, and they're both on the value line. So they're both perceived to give equal value to the shopper. So B is perceived to have slightly higher quality at slightly higher price. Now both conform, both fit within the maximum price threshold, and therefore B would be the most considered product because it's the one they're getting the best quality and still within the price range that they require. Okay, let's consider something else though in this equation. That's the ceiling of quality. Now there are some products that a shopper may consider to be a commodity, or where the item cannot be of any higher quality, no matter what the company say, and therefore there could be a quality ceiling, and therefore anything above that quality ceiling is seen as not being required by the shopper. So any more money paid for it above that quality ceiling is seen as a waste and therefore not considered. Okay, so we see that A and B both fit within the quality ceiling and within the maximum price. B, better quality, same value, and therefore B is the item most considered. Here we see where the quality ceiling is lowered, and therefore the any point above where the quality ceiling intersects value is considered not to be of worth. And therefore A is actually the most considered product in this case, even though both products fit within the maximum price. The quality ceiling though is not considered where the product is considered better quality but cheaper, and here we see that where the arrow points. So we have the maximum quality. Here we're looking at acceptable quality. Here's the minimum that somebody would accept quality of a product to be. And therefore we see that A and B here. B is seen as being of better value than product A, but unfortunately B still doesn't meet the quality threshold. So therefore A is the one most considered, and it still conforms to the maximum price that a shopper would pay. So let's add a level of complexity to this, and that's the brand equity of a product. Now, brand equity has a value. That in these terms is a value of price. So by working out the value of the brand equity, we can then make a decision in our minds, being a shopper, to which we consider to be the best. Okay, so we've got A and B here. There's a price difference, which is X. we can then therefore work out the differential between the two brand equities, and then taking away the price difference between the two products, so X. The formula is therefore if the price minus brand equity plus X for product B is less than the price minus brand equity for product A, and in this case it is, therefore product B, it has a virtual position of being cheaper than product A in the minds of the shopper because brand equity has a value. Okay, so here we've got an example where A is seen as being the same quality as B, and B being more expensive. But again, the brand equity could potentially mean that the product B is seen as being cheaper because of the brand equity calculation. There is also, and this is relatively common, outside food and grocery, where a brand has so much brand equity that no other brand will do, and therefore the brand equity would actually equal the price of the product, and therefore no matter how cheap any other product was, it could not compete with the amount of brand equity in product B. Okay, so that's just a simplified way of us looking at value, and we can apply this to lots of different categories in the food and grocery sector. If you'd like to hear a little bit more about our work and how this would fit with your categories, please get in touch with us soon.